This next message comes directly from Kim, the trustee of MWHT Holding Trust. And all need to pay attention. Listeners, members, clowns and minions who we know listen to this show. Take heed. This piece will form the background of the show this coming Saturday also. Quote, "We have reached a critical point in which humanity has a chance to rise up and become its own ruler. The backwork has all been done. There is nothing standing in your way. They fear you, not the other way round. Let me explain. The three main controllers of humanity and the order givers to the order and the parents, families, family masters. If you do not know what this is, then you should find out. Of course, our members are aware of it. Those three main controllers have pulled all support from their covens and the 13 bloodline families known to most of you as Rothschilds, Chinese elders, Bowers, Vatican, Black Sun, Greens, Browns, Whites, the colour-coded programs, and so forth. Many names you don't even know exist. The upper people don't even use names, they use code names, like the Dark Prince, which could have been any one of 21 people and not necessarily male. A lot of the internet talk about the cabal doesn't exist in reality. Remember, they create the problem and create the solution. Create the devil and create the saviour. Start the war, create the boogeyman, then create the hero. This is their game of control. Don't let them fool you. Like I said, this is not just for we the people either. All of those who thought you were in control. You're not. You never were. Kim goes on. The money system was a means of control. It was created to do nothing but take control over all the wealth of the world. That wealth was human souls, energy, and minerals, not currencies. He, being M. Marduk, issued stupid family registrations and trust papers like they meant anything to him at all, and they all fell for it. The whole system was nothing but a great big lie, but it kept the order in control. Known to him as the slave masters. Yes, you, the 153, the order, you were called the slave masters. Suck it up. They were never called the royals or the kings and queens they portray themselves to be. He loved to lie. I knew him well. So here I stand, and there you are. When is Kim going to transfer the money? We need money. I hear this on a daily basis, and it is frustrating to me. Why? Because there is a bigger picture here. Learn it. For whatever reason, I now have M's accounting, M's assets, and yes, M's control over the money magic system. I have extended olive branches to the parents, covens and their minions you know as royals, the Asians, the Brits, their tribes. They all refused to face the fact that M was a liar. He lied to all of them with Grandoir's promises of being the rulers, the owners and controllers of planet Earth. Told Putin he would be the king of the Earth, which is why Putin is still giving Russian money to fake Chinese elders. Marduk lied. Face it and move on. To those of you, those begging them for money and exchanges of air tokens and dinars, dongs and insert other currencies here, they were the money issuers for thousands of years. Greedy little piglets didn't share any with you. You see, it's not just those who are considered greedy piglets, it was you as well. But you think today is the day. It's never going to happen. They still sit, yes, including the Chinese elders or other Asian variety, in their big mansions eating their $5,000 meals with their concubines and maids. They can afford to give all of you at least a little money out of their own pocket, but they have not, and they never will. In order to be controlled, all you have to do is sit back and wait for someone else to do something, whether that's me or anybody else. Every single day that goes by that you do nothing, they do something. A new war. Oh, look here at what Iran, Iraq, the Russians are doing. Create the problem, create the solution. The only way to win the game is to not play. It's their game. They are eating each other alive currently with false promises and no delivery. Bitcoin, anyone? Oh, you will be outside the system. Or how about Libra? Just another currency they control. Create the term cabal for the bad guys, and the good guys are the Chinese elders. They are the same people from the same order and all take orders from the same people. Wake up. The groundwork has been laid for you. The control system of the masses is rapidly deteriorating. When something goes down, something must take its place. And I hope I didn't make a mistake when I bet it on all of you. The people. There are days I feel like I did. Maybe all of you are not ready. Don't let us down. By us, I mean the human race. Stop looking for a saviour. If you find one, most likely it was created for you. Oh wow, you say. The mainstream media is reporting the deep state now. Seriously. They want you to know. Here is the boogeyman, little sheeples. Now where is the saviour? It was BRICS, then it was Putin, then it was the Chinese elders. Next it will be just another person from their group. We need a global reset, you say. Well, let me tell you something. Either you are going to be the new leaders or they will appoint one for you. It's just that simple. There is a reason the alternative media is being filled with their people right now. Old dogs coming back. New ones appearing. They are losing control of those that pay attention. Those that are awake or awakening. Those of you that consider that to be you, become the leaders of this reset. And I'm not referring to the currency reset either. What's the plan? I'm asked constantly. Why would I make a new plan without you? I'm not one of them. I'm not part of them. I am part of you. The new plan should be written with all of you, not just some council of people of my creation. Does that make sense? There must be a new plan. Where is everyone? Kind of reminds me of the Pink Floyd song, Comfortably Numb. Hello, hello, is anybody in there? Nod if you can hear me. Now is the time. In short, stop looking for a saviour, be that a human or otherwise. If you find one, it was most likely created for you. Yes, there is a source, God. Dial direct. You do not need an intercessor, nor an interpretation, nor a book to do so. To make a new plan, there must be a human, live human soul who participates and makes decisions. Stop just reading blogs and then going about your day. Think. Please think. The THI groups were created for this purpose. Think tanks for the people. Anyone can join there. There are no restrictions. The new plan creators. And I hope all the THI groups are listening. You are supposed to gather the masses and formulate the new plan. Please, if you haven't started yet, please start now. If you need guidance or direction, please ask. If your system or new plan has a hierarchy system to it, it's wrong. Start it all again. Help me help you. And remember, I bet it all. My life, my security, my job, my money, my time, my family, my home, and everything else they have taken from me to stand for you. I believe in you. Source God believes in you. We only need to unite to make this happen. I am not your saviour. You are. That was the message from Kim. It will form the background to Saturday's show. To end this show tonight is my added pieces to that passionate letter from Kim. Everything has collapsed. And I mean everything. Our system of control has undergone several events. Whilst everybody waited for the event, while you waited, thankfully others made it happen. Extinction level events on humanity, in fact several of them, like Ebola and several other viruses. Rock thrown at the planet. Yes, it does happen. Air, water and food poisoning. World War III, Armageddon, the list goes on. And they all failed. The main Draco left and failed. The Saturn moon matrix failed. The electromagnetic veil failed. Plus their recent moon attempt failed. Martial law failed. Soul traps, memory wipes and reincarnation technology all failed. Marduk, Anu and the Mantid Queen all failed. Their subjugation against the various species below our feet also failed. Demons removed and jinns failing. The Draco failed, the parents failed, the covens failed, the Illuminati failed, the families failed, the dragon groups failed, the SSP failed, and their factions are failing. Sniper attacks, gang attacks, jinn attacks, Dorsey attacks, financial attacks, psychic attacks, family attacks, and agents' attacks on us all failed. Their banking system of harvesting failed. Babylon, Hercules, Prometheus and Annabelle systems all failed. Their black screens and codes all failed. The mind control construct experiment we call religion is failing. Their his story is falling apart. Their media is falling apart. Their alt media is falling apart. Their politicians are falling apart. Their narrative is falling apart. Fake creations like BRICS, Nasara, Jessara, San Germain trusts failed. RVs, Bitcoin and Libra falling apart or failed. Their US military experiment has failed. 18 years in Afghanistan and similar in Iraq tells you that. Neo-Hawks and their agency minions failed. Israel failing. It's all there for those that overview and see. But the propensity for many is to wait for the external fix of funds or mass arrests, then the media announcement. All those may come one day, but do you wait for it or prepare for something else? Get rid of this group and that corporation we hear often, but how many says, what will we replace it with? Or how are we going to fund or transition it? This is the lack of future thinking. No future thinking equals no future progress. And will drag out longer than you all think the mass arrests should have happened. Fire 536 or whatever number is politicians. Fine. Until you ask, what happens next? And there's crickets. The groups are there for you to discuss those possibilities. not just how you will divvy up the funding for the projects. Think different, act different are not just cliches, they are your new Bible for progress. Don't like the way the current government operates? Can you help and support them develop a new one? Don't like how schools are run? You develop a new one. Don't like the cost of homes and how they are built? Develop a new one. Don't like how the justice system works? You develop a new one. Don't like how the health system works? Again, you develop a new one. These are your responsibilities, all of you. Too many content for Kim and or me to come up with solutions or ideas for you. What if Kim and I came up with all the solutions? Do you think they all will be happy with those solutions? Of course not. No one solution fits all, which is why Kim and I are asking you to provide them. Your input, your ideas, your solutions, as this is about us all. Remember that. Rest assured, if you don't come up with solutions, the remnants of the clowns will provide more for you. And you all know how that works, or actually it doesn't. Final message is to the clowns and their minions. Sucking lemons all day makes you bitter. You've lost everything, and that hurts. You feel like you've been stolen off and sold out. Welcome to our world. Perhaps for the rest of your days here this lifetime, you can ponder on the selfishness and your own greed. Because one day the boot will be on the other foot. Oops, that day has arrived. We have the opportunity to go forward together, all of us. Or we can leave you to wither away and die. Your choice. Until then, I will leave you with a song reminder. This has been the Truth, Honour and Integrity Show. My name's Thomas Williams. I'll see you all at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye for now.